channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Carolera, and today I'm very excited because I won't be reviewing only one movie, but actually two. It's something that I've never done before in this channel, but because both movies deal with the same subject, I thought it would be an interesting exercise to sort of compare and contrast them side by side. So, what movies am I gonna be talking about? Well, Mank is on Netflix since December 2020, and it's a black and white movie directed by David Fincher and starring my teenage crush Gary Oldman, as well as Amanda Seyfried, Charles Dance, Lily Collins, Tuppence Middleton, Tom Burke, and more. And RKO 281 is a film that's on YouTube from 1999, and it's actually a TV film. It stars Liv Schreiber, Melanie Griffith, John Malkovich, James Cromwell, Brenda Blethyn, Fiona Shaw, Roy Scheider, Liam Cunningham, and more. Before I begin though, let me just say that this will be a spoiler-free video, so you can sit back and enjoy. What are the movies about? Well, they're both based on real events. Both movies deal closely with two things. William Randolph Hearst, who was one of the richest men in America in the 20th century. He was like this media mogul tycoon. And also the movie Citizen Kane, which many consider to be the best film ever made, and which was also inspired by Hearst's life. So, what's Mank about then? Mank deals more about the process behind the screenplay of Citizen Kane, because we follow Herman Mankiewicz as he befriends Hearst and his decades-long mistress, the actress Marion Davies. And we follow him as he is hired by the young and ambitious Orson Welles to help him write the script for Citizen Kane. In RKO 281, the film is more about Welles than Mank. Or at least, Welles is the protagonist, though it does focus a lot on his friendship with Mank, and we see how Welles supposedly came up with the idea about writing about Hearst, and how it was for him to direct the movie, star and produce in it, at just the age of 24. And we also see Hearst trying to stop the production and release of this movie, but even with all his might and power, he couldn't stop it. But he wanted to do so because it was a movie based on his life, and he didn't want that his private, detailed affairs to be shown to the public. So I can recall the first time that I saw RK281. I did see it before Mank, and I'm not sure if I saw it before Citizen Kane or not. But I mean, I've always loved Citizen Kane because I'm a journalist, and I love old Hollywood movies. And I'm a history lover with a passion for old Hollywood, so I've watched Citizen Kane a lot of times over the years. Unlike RKO281, which I've only seen twice in my life. The first time was many years ago, of that I'm sure. And the second one was in May 2021 when I wanted to rewatch it for this review, so it was fresh in my mind. Funnily enough though, I've also seen Mank only twice. The first while the date was released in December 2020, and the second one was in May 2021 as well, for this review. Before I review RKO and Mank, I just want to quickly mention that there's also another movie which I've seen that deals with Hearst and Marion Davies called The Cat's Meow, but I saw it a bit of a while ago and I couldn't find it anywhere to rewatch it, so it's not that fresh in my mind. But it was released in 2001, and it stars Kirsten Dunst, Edward Herrmann, Carrie Ulls, Eddie Izzard, Joanna Lumley, Jennifer Tilly, Claudia Blakely, and it was directed by the famous Peter Bogdanovich. I actually want to review RKO 281 first, because I can still vividly recall the time that I discovered it. I remember watching some scenes about Hearst and Davies portrayed by James Cromwell and Melanie Griffith, and I think that those were the ones that stuck in my mind and led me to be interested in Hearst and his life. Ever since then, I've always been intrigued by this millionaire who collected things, who built this wonderful palace, which was also a sort of gilded cage, who had this lover whom he wanted to make a star. Okay, so actually when I saw Mank, I was of course fascinated by just what a great movie it is, in terms of acting, photography, directing, script, and everything really. What most interested me were William Randolph Hearst and Marion Davies. And in Mank, I prefer the way they portrayed them, not only because I prefer Amanda Seyfried and Charles Dance as actors to Melanie Griffith and James Cromwell, but because they portrayed them in a better way, in my opinion. Because while I may not really know what the dynamic between Hearst and Davies was really like, in Mank, Marion is portrayed as a strong, charming woman who ends up really caring for Hearst and wanting to protect him. But in RKO 281, she is more of like a trapped child who doesn't know what to do unless somebody tells her to do it. So while I think that Mank is a superior movie in several ways, I also think that RKO 281 is a pretty little jewel that should not be discarded, but rather enjoyed alongside Mank so that one can see the same story from different angles, and maybe try and find the truth in between them. Plus, it can get better than watching both Gary Oldman and John Malkovich portraying the same character, They're like two of the greatest actors ever, and they give very different performances as Mank, that in a way, we just want to learn more about him. So, for the moment, I believe that this is all I have to say about Mank and RK281. Thank you so much for watching my review of them. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you enjoyed them. Please let me know if you did or if you didn't, as well as what are your own thoughts regarding the films, the events and people they represent, Citizen Kane, anything that's relevant, because I would love to talk about it all with you. In the description box below, you can find a link to the IMDb page for both films. And well, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care and goodbye.